NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington football team. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
DC, right? DC.
Check 55, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed
Whoa.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back
on. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as hits an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check right.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head to... And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
It got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Carter as time expires in the first half. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Fitzpatrick again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Slide for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, Justice Hill.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report!
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 8.
Report!
55.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Go. Go.
Throwing, Jackson.
Dancing to his... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. No. Field. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
No, we changed it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Fitzpatrick.
And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Got McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Brandon is certainly looking to have that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. Gets this to Gibson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second down. Fitzpatrick to throw. That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick, a quick throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.